Hi, I'm Dennis Dimka. I'm the product manager for LexWorkplace, and today I'm going to show you how LexWorkplace organizes documents and data. So most document management systems that I've seen use some kind of construct to organize documents and data that isn't necessarily a good fit or that is overly broad. So for instance, systems I've seen use, something called a cabinet or folders, of course, to sort of be kind of like a client file or kind of like a matter. But it's always kind of retrofitting it. At least that's been my experience working with law firms, but not LexWorkplace. LexWorkplace is organized the way a law firm is, which is by clients and matters and firm documents. And I'll show you what I mean. You can see that organization right here from the main navigation for LexWorkplace. Clients, matters, and firm documents are really the first three things you see. Let's take a look at clients. This is our client list. This is, of course, a sample database, right? This is a fictitious law firm, but in this fictitious firm, here are my clients. And I can see by default, it's showing me my active clients. I can also say, show me all, or show me inactive, or just show me my clients. But we'll go back to active. Another thing you'll see in this client list are these column headers, and you'll see these throughout LexWorkplace. Anytime you see a column with a box that says filter like this, it means that you can sort or filter on that column. So for instance, there's kind of a lot of clients in this list. Say I want to filter to just show me clients that I have tagged as important. You can apply a tag to a client, which is sort of like post-it or just a designation. And there you go. It's filtered on the fly. I could similarly filter by one of these other ones. Just show me clients where I am among the primary attorneys. And there you go. And of course, I can click on any one of these clients to jump into them. So let's go into this one. Let's go into XYZ Corp. This is the client screen. This is the information for this client. And there is some basic qualifying information here at the top. I can edit the client to edit that. And this right here is the information you can give a client. In LexWorkplace, a client is a container that's meant to hold matters. So clients hold one or more matters. Matters hold documents and data. So LexWorkplace is not meant to be a CRM or your main customer database, nor is it meant to be practice management software. I say all that to say client is a container. And in this client has these three matters, or that's what's in this container. I can click on any one of these matters to jump right into it, but I'm going to sidestep for just a moment here. So I've shown you the clients list. Next, I'll show you matters. So this is the matter list. Again, in my fictitious firm, these are all the open matters right now. I can also switch to say, show me all matters, or just closed matters, or just my matters. Again, we have our column header, our filters at the top. So this is a lot of matters. Say I just want to momentarily look at, let's look at intellectual property. So as I start typing, as you can see, LexWorkplace is filtering on the fly. It's just showing me IP matters where that's the type. I could also say, just show me matters where I have added the tag litigation. Maybe that's how you designate which are litigation versus non-litigation matters. And as you can see, there's a lot here, but these are the matters that have been tagged as litigation. And I emphasize that point because when you're using a system that retrofits something else as a stand-in for a matter, so a cabinet or a folder again, you can't give a folder these properties, right? You can't give a cabinet or a folder a matter type or an open date or a closed date, at least not without a lot of retrofitting. So again, LexWorkplace out of the box flows like a law firm flows. So let's go into a matter. Let's go into XYZ entity formation. This is the matter screen. Every matter looks like this. And what you have is kind of summary or header information for the matter at the top, the type, the date it was opened, so on and so forth. I kind of think of that as almost like a cover page to the matter. And then below the fold here is the data or the content for that matter. Again, clients hold matters, matters hold data. And within that, a matter organizes data or content into these three categories and therefore these three tabs: documents, email, and notes, all within this one matter separated by tabs. So we'll start with the Documents tab. This really is the main tab or the main place within a matter where most people tend to work. And the name of the tab, Documents, is a bit of a misnomer. We say documents, and that's primarily what gets stored there real world, but it can really store any kind of computer file. So think audio files, video files, images, plain text files, really any kind of computer file. For the most part, you can save here in LexWorkplace on the Document tab. And you can also organize your documents with a couple of different tools. You can organize with tags. You've seen tags applied to clients and matters. You can also apply them to documents like this one: filed with court, confidential. These are examples, but you can create your own tags and apply them to documents. And of course, you can also use folders. So in this example matter, I've pre-created these handful of folders: contracts, court cases, discovery, so on and so forth. And let's go into this folder, contracts. As you can see, there's some more documents in this folder, along with some additional folders. Let's go there. There's some more documents in here. You get the idea. I could continue to make folders and get as crazy, as sophisticated, or keep it as simple as I want. And one nice thing about LexWorkplace is it's always really easy to know where you are. So I'm still in this matter. And within that matter, I can see my breadcrumbs here. I'm on the Documents tab, this top level folder, and then this subfolder under that. So in that way, it's very similar to any file system you've likely ever used. And I think that's one of the reasons that adoption is so strong for LexWorkplace. User adoption tends to go really well. I think that's one of the reasons. So that's the Documents tab. The last thing I'll mention is, of course, LexWorkplace is much more than just a place to put documents. Within LexWorkplace, you'll have a whole bunch of tools to manage those documents once they're in there. Things like versioning and full text search and OCR and document AI and. For this video, I primarily want to focus on organization, but just know that once documents are in here, all those tools are available to you. And we also have the Email tab. In LexWorkplace, you can save an email to a matter right from Outlook, and you do that via our Outlook add-in, which we call LexWorkplace for Outlook. And in it, you can select one or multiple emails and hit Save to a Matter and tell it which matter. And when you do that, it saves it here, and it saves the full original email. Quick side note, yes, it does deduplicate, so the same email can't get saved more than once, at least by default. But again, when you save an email via Outlook, in that way, it'll show up here. And from here, you can do all kinds of things. You can organize emails into subfolders. If you expect there's going to be a lot of emails for a given matter, it's probably a good idea to get a little organized, which we can do here. But most importantly, when an email is saved here, it is searchable via LexWorkplace search and available to everyone in your firm, or at least everyone in your firm with access to this matter will be able to see these emails. And all these emails are right alongside documents. So everything for this matter packaged in one place. And finally, notes. Notes are just a very simple but flexible tool whereby you can create plain text notes and keep it in the matter alongside documents and email. So we've seen our clients use notes for a variety of interesting use cases, but you could use it for things like meeting notes or, as you can see here, legal research notes. You could perform legal research, take notes in here, including links to websites, intake notes, meeting notes, call log. We've seen clients actually make a call log out of the note system because notes are date and time stamped. You can use it for however you want. It's really just kind of meant to be this extra additional flexible thing for you to use as you see fit. So that is the Matter screen and the 3 tabs. So we have covered clients, we've covered matters and the 3 tabs within a matter. Last but not least, let's talk about firm documents. So firm documents is exactly what it sounds like. LexWorkplace is meant to be your everything file system, not just your matter file system. So firm documents is where your firm would store internal business documents. So files, folders, things that are not related to a client or a matter. So internal business stuff. And in LexWorkplace, you'll see we divide firm documents into these 2 tabs, public and private. Public. Everything in the public tab of firm documents is accessible to your entire firm. It's not accessible to anybody outside of your firm, but anyone with access to your LexWorkplace within your firm will have access to this, which makes the public tab a really great place for things like company forms, firm information, maybe matter templates, maybe document templates, policies and procedures, things like that. In a way, you can sort of treat it almost like an intranet for your company, for your firm. And then, of course, private. The private tab is restricted to those users that you specify can have access to it. So this is a restricted area. You decide who gets access to this. This would be a great place for financial information, maybe your HR files, your employee files, maybe strategy docs, you name it, but it's the things that you don't necessarily want available to everybody else in your firm. Other than that, firm documents functions really identically to everywhere else in LexWorkplace, or functions identically to matters. All the same document management tools are available to you. So again, versioning, full text search, document AI, so on and so forth. In a lot of ways, firm documents is like a special matter, only it's not a matter, it's firm documents. And that is how LexWorkplace organizes documents and data. It flows the way your law firm flows. If you want to learn more, I definitely encourage you to. You can check out our website at LexWorkplace.com, where you'll find more videos like this one, including full A to Z demos, shorter videos like this one, and everything in between. And if you are currently thinking about or evaluating document management tools or cloud storage products, check out our document management comparison chart. You can get this right from our website at this address. That's LexWorkplace.com/DMS chart, all one word. And what you'll see is a side-by-side comparison of the leading DMS tools used by law firms today. So you'll see side-by-side comparison of features, of support, of onboarding, and other parameters that I think you'll find really useful. So come check that out. That is a wrap for today. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.